Well, it looks like Ezra Miller might be continuing to play the Flash in the new DC universe by James Gunn. Now, I've been doing some research on this. From what I've saw, okay, and from different websites that I've been reading and so on, and going through all this little tidbit or whatnot, nothing in here confirms that Ezra Miller will be continuing to play the Flash. From what the reports are saying, and this is not reports coming from James Gunn himself, reports are saying that some executives feel, since he's been in good behavior since going to mental health rehab and all that stuff, that there's a possibility he could continue to play the character after the movie The Flash comes out. So I've been reading through all these articles, just kind of making my way through on different websites, and nothing is concrete per se. I will say this now going with that, now talking about from what I've said, from the research that I have done, from watching numerous videos on it, and just kind of looking to see how nothing is actually official. These are just kind of broad statements that it really kind of broke from Variety. Variety really came out and kind of talked about it first, and I kind of did some research, but again, nothing was confirmed. Nothing is concrete. It's all pretty much just hearsay. As you can see, a new report from Variety claimed that executives at Warner Brothers are amenable to continue Ezra Miller as the Flash in solo movies later this year, and Peter Safran and James Gunn's new DCU. And this is a report from Variety that says some. That's the key word. Some executives. That doesn't say James Gunn or Peter Safran. It says some executives at Warner Brothers. So, I mean, whenever you're in a workplace, you're going to have certain groups of people that feel certain ways over other groups of people. Now, if this was a report that James Gunn came out and says James Gunn is thinking about it, then we can have a discussion. But right now, we're talking about some executives. Some. Right here. Keyword, guys, some. It doesn't say James Gunn or Peter Safran. It says some executives. So with that said, I think it would be a horrible mistake if they actually did continue with Ezra Miller. Not just because of all the horrific things he did, because the dude is clearly Looney Tunes. I'm glad he's getting help. If he's actually getting help, I'm glad he's getting help. He needs to get help. But the dude is absolutely Looney Tunes. Okay? And it's hard enough to release this movie knowing all the crazy crap that this guy has pulled. I think it's kind of ruined now. And my point is that a lot of people, I don't think the average person actually knows what this guy has done. Right? The average person that's going to the movie, your normal Joe, normal nobody guy, they don't really pay attention to the inside circle like we pay attention to it. So they probably don't even know all the stuff that's going on. My thing is, for the minority of us that do know what's going on, it's going to be a very, very bad look if James Gunn does decide to let Ezra Miller stay, yet you fired Henry Cavill and you're trying to scrap all this stuff. Right? I support that, right? I don't like it, but I support it. Okay, you want to get rid of Henry Cavill, you want a new slate, fine. Go with a new slate, though. Don't sit here and say, we're keeping this piece, we're keeping this piece, we're keeping this piece, but you're not good enough, you're not good enough, you're not good enough. Either all of it goes or none of it goes. And that's the way I kind of feel about it. There's a million different people that can play Barry Allen. I did not like Ezra Miller's iteration of Barry Allen anyway. I seen it in the Justice League, and I seen it in Zack Snyder's Justice League, and it equally sucks in both versions of that movie. He's just not a good Flash for me. He's not a good Barry Allen. I want to see something different. His movie might be fantastic. I hear it's really, really good from what word I heard from people in, like people I watch and whatnot. They have sources that say it's a very good movie, and I hope it is a good movie. With that said, I don't want him as the Flash anymore. And I think it will be a very, very black eye if we find out that Warner Brothers decided to keep this guy, but yet Henry Cavill walked. And to me, that's just a bad look. Either all of it goes or none of it goes. Like, I support you, James Gunn. I believe, you need a clean slate. I believe that you have to get rid of all this stuff. I absolutely believe you have to. You can't keep doing the same the same thing over and over, getting bad results and expecting that something good is going to happen. You have to clean everything up. But by cleaning everything up, you need to go through with it and clean everything and just start fresh. And that's just sort of my thoughts on it. But I want to know what you guys think, though. Be sure to leave those comments in the comment box below. How do you feel about Ezra Miller possibly continue playing the Flash? Please, I know I'm going to get these comments in the comment box. People are going to be like, James Gunn doesn't know what he's doing, blah, blah, blah. Please keep in mind, like I said before, this is from some executives. That's not coming from James Gunn himself. These are just random executives at Warner Brothers, the overseers of everything. James Gunn is fully in charge with Peter Safran, so this is not coming from James Gunn. So just put that in perspective when you guys are leaving your comments. People are going to just hate on stuff just to hate on it, but I wanted to kind of clear that up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully you guys have a fantastic day.